Hey, my name is Alec. That's a horrible intro. How do I want to start this? Let's see. At about age 11, I moved from Jamaica to the States. I moved directly to North Carolina, somewhere in Durham, and started off in middle school. My first middle school experience in the States ever. I had no clue what it's supposed to be like. I had no clue what to expect. I was ready to take it in, figure it out, go from there. Pause. It wasn't necessarily like the movies, I will tell you that. When I was a kid in 7th grade, all I cared about was to be appreciated and respected by the kids around me. I didn't notice that you had to kind of buy your way in. Everybody already had their little cliques, their friend groups, and all that. So it's kind of hard just to be the random person to drop in and just like figure your stuff out, especially when you don't even know the place. So that was interesting. But this is all leading to the effects that it had on me. All I cared about was fitting in. I wanted to be at the standard that everybody had set for themselves and for everyone else around them. All they cared about was what people looked like at the time or in middle school. Who else cares about anything else, right? This was a problem because my first ever perception of school in America is just you gotta look the part to get the part, basically. I was so wrong. Dedicated everything to just fitting with everyone. I got the nice shoes, nice clothes, and even then my sense of style was absolutely horrible. I don't even know how I got by, but more story, kind of faked my way through up until I graduated high school. Problem now is I didn't go straight to college, so now I'm in the real world, and my only perception of the world is that you have to look the part to get the part. Oh my God, I was so wrong. My entire perception of reality was screwed, to say the least. And this is a prime example of cognitive distortion. The literal example for cognitive distortion is an inaccurate or faulty thought, perception, or belief that can cause someone to perceive reality in an exaggerated or irrational way. Yeah, you get the point there. We had to cut this as I was editing it. There's a song by Frank Ocean I want to throw in there because I think it matches up perfectly with cognitive distortion. It's called Safe Ride, and this verse in particular just matches it perfectly. I'm sorry for the interruption.
I'm living over city and taking in the homeless sometimes. I've been living in an idea from another man's mind.
Moral story, I was so caught up on everything going on around me when I was in middle school and high school. And of course, my parents my mom didn't know what to tell me what to do. She didn't know what was going on either. So she just put her faith in me to figure it out. I didn't really have God. No one really tell me what's right from wrong in a situation like this. So I just kind of had to figure it out myself. But the problem there is that when it came down to it and I was out in the real world, I literally had nothing because I was quite literally no one. Everything that I've been doing for the past 6 years all of a sudden didn't matter anymore. Now I'm thrown into the world and I have to figure it out. Jesus. Oh my God, that sucked. But over the course of, I think, 2 years of me just being out and about in the world trying to figure it out, I did eventually come back to myself, or the self that I would necessarily say I appreciate today. And some people describe me as funny, charismatic, charming, amazing, and amazing. You get the point. I don't think this is anything that would have been referred to me beforehand. I will say that. But the moral of that is it does indeed work out eventually. And the whole point of this video is for the people who have been in the same position, who have been kind of running this rat race for so long and doesn't even know what the real goal is. Because to be quite honest, when I was a kid in high school or middle school, I didn't really know what the end goal is. I just knew that it felt good right now, and that's what matters. I felt cool. I felt accepted, and that was it. That's what matters, right? But no, there's true goals to be met. There's standards to be met as well. And you need to set those standards and find out what those goals are for yourself. When you do that, you start to appreciate things around you, and that's how you start to build more respect for yourself as well. And when you respect yourself, everything else just falls into place, I promise. Because now you're not just doing it to fit in. You're doing it because it works for you. You're doing it because it is you. It's who you are. Literally. The whole point of this was to kind of be like, who are you? The main topic question. Who are you? And of course, this does not mean your name, your race, your gender, any of that. I mean, who are you deep inside? What do you stand for? Maybe you already know, and that's fine. That's cool. That's great, actually. I truly envy you. I'm joking. But this is for the ones who really have to think about that for a minute, because there's a chance that you might still be on the path of truly finding yourself. And I mean, I know that I am as well. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has it all figured out. But you have to start before you can finish. Start now. Start today. If you're in school and you don't even want to be there, like you're like, this isn't even me, like I'm doing this for my parents, why would you ever do that to yourself? Because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live that life. In life, nothing matters, so everything matters. The fact that all this is going to be gone one day should truly motivate you to make the best out of every day that you can. It's not going to be around forever, I promise you. And that also goes for the people around you as well. Give thanks. Thanksgiving was yesterday. Man, I'm so behind on this project. But anyways, give thanks to whatever you need to give thanks to, whether it be your friends, your family, maybe you're religious. Give thanks to your God. It takes a second, and it truly helps you appreciate everything around you. And when you're doing that, it no longer feels like you're running a rat race. It feels like what it's supposed to feel like. You're just living your life. And that's all we want at the end of the day. We want to be happy. We want to look for joy. We want to find joy. But sometimes it is kind of hard. But at the end of the day, as long as you have your best interests in mind and are making sure that you're not hurting anyone in the process, you'll be just fine. And if nobody else believes in you, I do. So that should be all that matters. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Don't know I'm going to put this all together, but how long have I been talking for? It's been like 8.5 minutes. Okay, cool. Now to the editing part. Fun. Hopefully this was like a cool thing to watch. I hope I edited this properly. Man, I hope to edit this. Well, anyways, yeah. Have a good day, jolly good show, and I'll holler at you later. Goodbye.